Hey guys, what's up? It's Pixelade here, and welcome back to episode 3 of my Sims 4 discussion mini-series with Iron Seagull. Before we jump into today's video, a quick disclaimer. The title, basically everything you're seeing, all the topics discussed in this video are nor confirmed or denied. They are just topics of discussion, hence the title. In this video, we are continuing our 3-hour-long conversation about what we feel like The Sims 4 really needs this year and what we as a community really want. Some of the topics discussed in today's video include but are not limited to some sort of tropical expansion pack featuring a vacation world, hotels, ocean swimming, a firewalk, sun tanning, sunburn, improved babies, rabbit holes, and much more. So without further ado, let's jump back into the conversation. Okay, we're starting to get into popular territory. Are you ready for this?
All right, yeah, I'm so ready. Let's go.
We need, and Miss Roxy states, vacation worlds, renting a hotel, and ocean swimming.
Oh, heck yes, please. I'm just not sure, like, the thing is, we got Jungle Adventure last year, and that was like the first vacation world in like 3 years or so, because Outdoor Retreat was like the first paid DLC that we got, so I'm just like, I don't know if we'll get that this year, but yeah, I'm sure we'll get it eventually. That's been in like, yeah, it's been in every Sims game. I definitely want like runnable hotels that we can manage and scuba diving and ocean swimming. Like, yeah, I loved ocean swimming in The Sims 2 and The Sims 3 so much. I remember it's just like with, I use pools in The Sims 4 a lot more now just because that's all we have. But in The Sims 3, my Sims swim in the ocean a lot more. So something I really want, even if it's just in like one world in The Sims 4, it's just like, can we at least have that?
Right, exactly. Just give us the option to be able to do that. I don't care about swimming in the other worlds, even if it's a new world, like a beach world. I've talked about this like so many times because I want it so bad. Grant, if you're watching, come on, man. Let's work out a deal. Give us a beach world, give us ocean swimming, and with those two would be the perfect opportunity to have the option to run a hotel or a resort. It's basically island paradise, except ocean swimming comes with the pack and doesn't come for free.
Yeah, exactly. Because I remember initially first I had this idea where it's like, what if they made a game pack that was focused on scuba diving and they made it like Selva Dorada, where you're like exploring this deep, almost endless ocean. But then I realized later on, it's like, well, you could fit that in with so many things because there's so many things you can do with a tropical theme. Like, yeah, running a hotel and like having maybe other activities on land, like the fire walking and learning how to do the hula and just all those other things, as well as like more additions for pools like we talked about. So it's just like, you can very easily make an expansion pack like Island Paradise again for The Sims 4. So I'm more open to that now. And also sunburns. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot about that because that's one of my favorite mods right now. The sunburn mod by Flurb, where it's just like, yeah, it adds that sunburns back in because it was a bit weird that we don't get that with seasons. So that's another reason for them to do that sort of expansion, to include sunburns. That could easily be like one of the best expansions that they've done for The Sims 4.
Come on, Sims team, if you're watching, you literally have a blockbuster hit expansion pack on your hands right now. Like, you really do.
Yeah.
If you're not making it right now, this is your opportunity.
And I would be very interested to just see how they would handle a vacation world in a full-on expansion pack, because we've only got them through game packs so far, and maybe they could even do like some hybrid sort of world, because that's like another idea I've had where it's just like, what if they make it so that this new world, whatever it is, where it's just like you can travel to it for a vacation, but you can also live there if you want to, because they did that like with even like the Magic Town back in The Sims 1.
Just think,
yeah.
We've gotten Granite Falls, we've gotten Selva Dorada, and we thought that those were amazing vacation worlds. Imagine the vacation world with an expansion pack. Like, we would be overwhelmed. Like, imagine a vacation world as big as like Willow Creek, Brindleton Bay. Like, oh my gosh, my mind just blows just thinking about it. That's awesome.
Yeah, they could really take vacation worlds to like the next level if they do that in an expansion pack. And I think that is one area I think they should really focus on in The Sims 4, is just to like really like push it a bit farther than they have in previous Sims games, because there aren't too many things that I can think of off the top of my head where it's just like, oh, this is why The Sims 4 really stands out on its own as its own game. Because yeah, there's things like first person camera and having all worlds in every save. But yeah, like having one of those things be that, oh, vacation worlds can be more flexible travel and have them be both livable and travelable, or if that's even a word. But yeah, that could be like a really cool thing that they could do in The Sims.
We gotta move on because this video is going to be crazy long. But to get to the other points that Miss Roxy has made, which is going to cover a lot of the points made and a lot of the comments I've gathered, actually, the next couple of things on her list, we have university, improved babies, and improved pregnancy, which we don't hear too much about. We definitely need that. More events like baby showers, bachelor parties, proms, more places to go, cinema, grocery store like The Sims 3, even if it's a rabbit hole, going shopping. Little things like that.
Oh yeah, I actually did just see I think it was on Twitter. I literally saw it just today where they were like asking for like cravings during pregnancy, and I was like, oh, you know what? I've never seen anybody talk about that, but that's a really good idea. Yeah, and like improved babies, it's interesting. It's one of those things where it's like I probably won't get a whole lot of use out of it personally because most of the time when my Sims have kids, they're already like created out of Create a Sim, but it could be like if the babies are made better, then maybe I'll use them more because yeah, it is kind of funny how it's like babies peaked at The Sims 2 and then it's like The Sims 3 we got like the cocoons basically where they had like no arms or legs, and then in The Sims 4 we got those back, but then they're objects, so it's like when can we have babies as good as The Sims 2 again? It's just like it is a little frustrating. So I really hope they can remedy this in the future, and I know Grant has said he's expressed a lot of interest in improving babies. I think he was like, babies and teenagers are the most like age groups that he's interested in doing, so.
Oh, he's interested. That's good. And with the amount of people that request the improved babies, that is definitely, I think, besides University Supernaturals, improved babies, that is the #1 thing that I think they could do like right now and make everyone happy. But if they would do that in a paid pack or a free patch, it's beyond me. It could be either, honestly, because they could do it in a way that makes you pay for it, or they could just put it in like a free update like toddlers. But even if they made you pay for it, I feel like the way that they could put it in the game would be like out of this world. Like it's worth paying for, you know?
Yeah, that's actually a good point, because until now, I've been mainly thinking, okay, this would definitely be a free update because it'd be an update to the core game. And I guess as far as like, making them not objects anymore, that's how it would go. But yeah, like with The Sims 3, for example, they added that baby swing. That was in The Sims 3 store. So they can add extra objects for the babies and like pay DLC and make money off of that. So yeah, it can definitely go either way. So there's that. And we were also talking about grocery stores, right? As even if they're rabbit holes.
Grocery stores, the movie theater, like having little rabbit holes like that back in the game.
Yeah, okay, so this is like another interesting point, because just like in the past month or two, I did make a video about movie theaters specifically, and I actually really want those to be a venue that we can visit, because they did do something like that for The Sims 3, but I think it could have been done better. So I would like to see movie theaters as a fully explorable venue. And with grocery stores, it's like, we sort of have them already, because if you have Get to Work, you can make a grocery store, but it's not quite the same because you don't have like the supply system from The Sims 2, for example, where you risk running out of food. So I think that is something that we should get back. And yeah, I like how the grocery stores were in The Sims 2. So I think that's another thing where it's like, I would rather have it as a place that we can actually visit rather than just being a place that your sim goes into and you hope cool things are happening inside. I remember rabbit holes were such a huge complaint in The Sims 3, so it does surprise me a little bit that I see people asking for rabbit holes back. And I guess it does make sense because you don't have to control the Sims while you're in there, so they're not as high maintenance. But I don't know, I just feel like in these two like specific instances of movie theaters and grocery stores, yeah, if they can do it, if they have the time and budget to do it, make it a place that we can actually visit so we can actually tell those stories better.
That's true. I feel like they would do it, and I think that's what Miss Roxy was kind of leaning towards, was not the rabbit hole aspect. That was kind of something I was picturing in my mind, just because that wasn't too bad in The Sims 3, but having it be like a fully explorable cinema or a fully, you know, shoppable market or something like that, like we had in The Sims 2, I would prefer that, honestly, because The way that they worked in The Sims
okay.
2, I loved that. You could go to the store, you could stock up and literally come home with your basket, put the groceries in your fridge. That was amazing to me. That was the highlight of The Sims 2, were the small details like that.
Yeah, I did like that a lot. Even though back then it was kind of annoying sometimes. It's like, oh, great, I ran out of supplies to cook with. But it's still like, it's just like part of real life too. That can happen.
Right,
So
exactly.
Just because it's annoying, it doesn't mean that it should not be in The Sims.
Alrighty, you guys, that is going to conclude episode 3 of my mini discussion series with Iron Seagull. I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you found it very entertaining and informative. Of course, if you did, be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up and add it to your favorites. Click the subscribe button today to become a Pixelator and the bell next to it to receive notifications for any time I upload a new video. But of course, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think The Sims 4 is missing and what do you think The Sims 4 needs the most? Leave all of your comments, questions, suggestions down in the comment section below. I feel like a lot of the topics that we discussed in today's video are extremely important and we really need them in the game. For example, improved pregnancy and improved babies. We need the gurus to understand that this is what we really want most in The Sims 4. And for those of you that agree, go ahead and share this video right now on Twitter and tag Sim Guru Grant in it. I really want him to see this and understand that this is what the community wants the most, of course. As always, I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. You can follow me on social media. That includes Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Google+, Twitch, and much more. Remember, if you want to watch previous episodes of this mini-series with Iron Seagull parts 1 and 2, links will be pinned in the comment section below, as well as future parts if they are out. Don't forget to subscribe to Iron Seagull as well. I love you all again, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.